And I'm speaking with Suzanne Cowles, principal at Keith Elementary School, about her school's Walk to School Day. Got a couple questions for her. This is Rosie Stern, Safe Routes to School Program Coordinator for the Michigan Fitness Foundation. First question, Susan. How did parents, students, and staff enjoy your Walk to School Day?
Well, that was a very fun day for all of us. First of all, it was a beautiful day. Last year, I remember, we had to reschedule 3 times due to rain and storms. So it was a beautiful day, and we had over 457 participants between the children and the parents. We didn't count all the pets that came along, too, but they all enjoyed it tremendously. It was the camaraderie of the parents getting together. The children had so much fun walking together. And we even had staff members and teachers at our intersections greeting families as they walked to school. In addition, we also had parents that set up a coffee stand out in front. So after everyone walked to school and gave their children their kisses for the day and they went off to class, the parents stayed around for quite a while out in front enjoying coffee with each other. And I know one of the photos that is being linked to this shows all those parents enjoying themselves. So it was just a fun day all around.
Yes, your photos are wonderful. It seems like people were all smiles, and you just did a great job of organizing it. Now, why do you feel Walk to School Day is important in your community?
Well, we have a lot of health initiatives going on at Keith Elementary. We have a wellness team over here. It's made up of teachers, parents, and I even have students on my wellness team. And over the past 3 or 4 years, we have done many things to improve our healthy school environment. So this is one of the things that we do every year to promote wellness. So that's one of the reasons we feel it's so important. The percentage of children walking to school has decreased tremendously over the years. And I think kids are kind of spoiled. They get dropped off at the curb all the time. And so we're looking for ways to promote wellness and try to get our parents allowing the children to walk to school, and they can walk with them. You'll see in some of the pictures, we even have dogs that enjoyed that day. So we feel it's truly important to get as much physical activity. And what a wonderful way to start your day with fresh air and a little bit of exercise. I think that helps get the children's blood circulating and their brain going for the day.
Well, you sound like a wonderful advocate for walking and biking to school, and Keith is really lucky to have you. Do you see perhaps having any additional walk to school days throughout the year, maybe in the future, or do you have any takeaways or things, lessons learned that might shape how you plan future walk to school days next year?
Well, our wellness team has talked about this, and one of the things we want to do next year, well, we have a couple of ideas. One is we'd like to start a walking school bus. I think that would create an environment to add comfort to parents allowing their children to walk to school if you're doing it in groups. Nowadays, there is that fear of children being alone even for a short period of time. So the walking school bus, and I'm sure some of your listeners may be familiar with that. If not, there's a lot of information on that. But that's one thing we're looking at. And another thing we're thinking about doing is having families sign a pledge of how many times they'll walk to school throughout the year. Right now, I know that a lot of those families that walked with us earlier this month continue to drive their children to school. So after they see how beneficial it is and how much fun it is, we're hoping that they'll pledge to walk a certain number of times, and maybe the following year when they sign the pledge, we'll look for an increase of that until children are finally walking every day to school. So those are a couple of the takeaways we have. We're always looking for the next steps and how we can go one step further with everything we do here. So I don't know if there's any lessons learned, but we're always looking at ways to increase physical activity and wellness.
Oh, well, that is wonderful to hear. And as an addition, just to add, our website, saferoutesmichigan.org, has a variety of walking school bus resources, from map examples to sign-in sheets to IDs for leaders. And so hopefully you can take, if you haven't already, taken a look at those. As you said, there are so many resources out there. And I think that's just a wonderful corollary to the great initiative that's already, or the great tradition that you've already kind of begun to undertake at Keith. So thank you so much for joining me on this call.
Oh, my pleasure, Rosie. I enjoyed it, and if anyone has any questions regarding some of the health initiatives we've taken on at Keith, because they're numerous, I'd be more than happy to help anyone as they take these steps toward a healthier environment.
Oh, thanks again, Susan. Again, I'm talking with Suzanne Cowles, principal at Keith Elementary School in Walled Lake, Michigan. And this is Rosie Stern, Safe Routes to School Program Coordinator, signing out.